Hello once again. Um, what I'm about to teach you now is chord inversion, and so many people will find it somehow easy to move or jump up and down when playing. Now I want to teach you chord inversion on key C when playing chords. What are the number of chords you know how to play? That's come to the questions. So when you know how to play different chords, then you wonder how can I play the inversion also. Any chord you know how to play, there's always an inversion for it. Like on key C now, you play something like do mi so, there's inversion for it, and it's already all the inversions on your key is always up to you can also make it's up to is 3 types apart from the normal one. It's 2 types that make it 3. Normal one plus the other 2 style that make it 3 chord pattern of a single chord. Now on do mi so, you can play it in 2 other patterns, making it 2 patterns of do mi so. Now do mi so, you can also play it as so do mi so do mi so do mi so do. Now you can take note of it and just write it down on your notes. On do mi so, you have something like mi so do mi so. The first inversion is the normal one we all start with, which is do mi so. The second inversion is so do mi, taking the lower so, then moving it forward with do mi, the lower so, then playing it to this side, you take it like mi so do. And what is the purpose of this chord inversion? The purpose of the chord inversion is most times it helps you to easily locate your next chord, not to even be moving up and down. And you want to solo inside your chord, it makes it very possible for you. On fa as a chord, let me just revise this do inversion again. On do inversion like this, do mi so, that is C E G, do mi so. Then the other inversion is so do mi, that's G C E, G C E, G C E. Do mi so do mi, still the same thing, but it's an inversion. Then mi so do, E G C. And the do is more higher on this side. Here the so is higher. Now on fa la do, you have fa la do, fa la do. On fa la do, the inversion on fa la do, you have la do fa. The la is on the lower range. The la and the do on the lower range. Then la do fa, which is the normal inversion. First one we always learn fa la, that is F A C. Then the inversion is la do fa, that is A C F. A C F. A C F. That's the notes. That's the key members. La do fa, la do. Then there's another inversion for that fa again. You can play something like do fa la, do fa la, do fa la, la do fa, do mi so, do mi so. That's the chord inversion of fa. Once again, let me repeat it again. Fa la do fa la, la do fa, fa la do, la do fa. That's the chord inversion of fa. Mostly on your left, you might not usually follow chord inversion most times when playing. For those that are already playing too much, playing very well. Then on so, we have so ti re, and you also have the re sol, the re sol. You have re sol ti, re sol ti, re sol ti. That's the chord inversion of sol. Starting from then, I want to give you the logic of this chord inversion. If any chord inversion, let's say in a normal chord now, let's say you have 3 notes in a normal chord, but you can have more than 3 notes. For instance now, for starting, you have, most times we always play 3 notes on a normal chord. Now each of the notes, when you start the chord first in each of the notes, is always form an inversion. Now if I decide to start an inversion on a key of C, moving it forward, you give me a pattern. I want to start it on Mi, the chord on Mi. If I decide to start it on the Mi, because Do Mi Sol has 3 notes. Each of the notes I start from the chord, like I start it, I press it as my first note, as in looking at it as if it's my root note, but it's not the root chord. Whereas the Do is the root chord. If to the note I start from always form an inversion. If I start from Do, form an inversion. If I start from Mi, form an inversion. If I start from Sol, it's form an inversion. So Do, Mi, either from here or from here. The same thing goes to other inversion. Fa, Fa, La, Do. I start to start from La, La, Do, Mi, La, Do, Fa. I start from Fa, from Do. Any keys, any note inside the chord, in order to use it to form an inversion, if you locate any of them, it's going to form an inversion, and that will make it possible for you to play in different keys with this chord inversion, and it's very simple. Let's say for example now, chord inversion inside this thing I played just now, you just Mi Sol. The other ones are straight. There's a way I can also play this thing. You see, chord inversion makes things very easy for you when playing. You don't need to stress yourself jumping from one key to another. Even when you are soloing, chord inversion makes it very simple for you in keyboard. Thank you very much, and practice very well.